To learn about ticket availability, simply visit us online or stop by the ticket booth. The National Basketball Association and the New York Knicks are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to
Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you with us for this NBA Cup action. Of course, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, a special day for players and their families, Grant.
It is. It's just great to have a day to enjoy time with loved ones and just relax. And obviously, B.A., I love Thanksgiving because I love to eat.
It seems we always keep circling back around to the topic of MP, and tonight is no different with the last game for him in the group stage of the NBA Cup. Of course, he's professed that he's taking his team all the way to win the Cup this season.
Hey, more power to him. I mean, he's got the swagger to make those statements, and I'd say he's delivering so far. You know, the most inspiring thing about MP's leadership is how it rubs off on the team. The whole organization is rooting for his growth as a leader and the sort of impact that can have on elevating his teammates as well. I think we're going to be in for a good one tonight.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Porter Jr. and Clowney in it forward. Dimon out there with Powell. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the night. And he shows the focus there, nails the tee. And Brooklyn with possession here. Claxton passes to Powell for three. Dimon knocks down the long J. Dimon's got 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And after trading away a lot of their top veteran players, the Nets going young, Doris.
Well, they are, B.A., and the rumor, though, says that they are looking to try to rebuild quickly. It's obviously a big market, New York City. And let's remember, free agency is a viable avenue to improve. And once they collect enough young assets, things can turn quickly.
Now here's MP. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. Towns. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Excellent pursuit by Towns right there. Get to work on the glass.
Pass to Dimon. Back to Powell. Wide open. The Knicks with the rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at Brooklyn in this one.
They swept the season series, which is very much in line with how these teams finished in the standings.
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point, but you can't rely on that and start taking plays off. You could get surprised. Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
MP scanning the floor. Powell with a steal. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Cleveland played phenomenal. He ended up with 12 points and made an effort to share it with his guys, too. There was a lot to like about his approach. He was aggressive, yet he didn't force things. Really solid game.
Allie, great info there. You have to love the intensity he showed last time out.
Yeah, he was the team's driving force, and tonight might be more of the same.
Well, I think what he has shown is when they send 2 in his direction, he is willing to make the pass and trust his teammates to make plays. So critical.
Now here's Anunoby, and here's Brunson from the arc. Knocks down the triple.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
The Nets have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Porter from outside, and it's rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns. Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl-Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. John Collins comes in for Hart, and it's Bridges in for Anunoby. Kolik's checked in for New York. McBride comes in for MP.
Substitution for your Knicks.
Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Collins. Jalen Brunson comes in for Kolik. And MP subbed in for McBride. And you look at Brunson, listed at 6'2". You wouldn't think he'd be such a handful inside doors.
Handful might be an understatement, B.A. He is a nightmare, free throw line and down. Why? Because he has moves and then counter moves. His footwork is exceptional, and I don't care what kind of defense you play, the guy will be able to get off a shot, and most often it's going to go in.
On the floor for the Nets, Porter Jr. and Clowney in at forward. Powell is out there with Saraf, and it's Claxton in at the center position. Now here's Claxton. In his last outing, he had 11 points. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Brunson passes to Towns.
Player standing.
And some changes here for New York. Hart's checked in for Robinson, and it's Anunoby in for Mikal Bridges. Demon, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The Nets have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Powell outside. And Powell with the stuff.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. MP, no good.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Inside. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
MP with it. Now Porter defending. And here's MP from outside. Claxton with a rebound. And it's Porter with the ball for the Nets. 4-point game. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And here's MP from outside. The rebound by Dimon. Nets leading by 4. Claxton up top. Pass to Powell. And Powell with...
The stuff. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's MP. 41 seconds left in the first half of this game. MP right through him.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Here's Dimon. He has 7. Pass to Clowney. Down low. And Claxton throws it down.
Claxton, an elite finisher at the rim. That is nicely done.
Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Here's MP. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. MP's got 8 points.
Next lead,
Here's Dimon. Brunson defending. Outside for Porter. Lets the three fly. Drills it from deep.
Well, creating offense for others, challenging the heart of the defense, get into the teeth, and then spot the open shooter.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Nets, up 7. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
The young guys are playing well, but it's a long season. There's something called the rookie wall.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which players hit that wall and which ones knock it over. And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Knicks. When you're ice cold. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's MP in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you, Allie.
Well, MP already showing an ability to take what the defense gives him.
It's Powell on the wing. That three's off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And the rise of Jalen Brunson has been fun to watch, Doris. No one saw him being this good.
I would count myself amongst those people, BA, and it's extraordinary. Jalen Brunson has proven highly effective, all league level effective, without having elite athleticism or size. And what that speaks to is his intelligence on the basketball floor. He has proven without those two qualities that you can be effective at the highest levels of the game. You have to admire it.
Brooklyn leading by 11. Powell outside. Pass to Dimon from the arc. And the Nets, another three.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. MP's got 7 points for the quarter. Now here's Claxton, covered by Towns. Claxton finds Porter. Powell surveying the D. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. That one goes. Count it. Claxton's got 6 points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
On the wing, MP. Powell covers. And here's MP from outside. Oh, another miss by MP. Brooklyn has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Porter from outside. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, MP. Powell covers. On the wing, MP. 15 points in the game. Baseline try. Not enough on that one as it misses. Nets leading by 14. For 3, Dimon. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's MP from outside. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Dimon. There's the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's MP. And it falls all over the rim and in. 17 points in the game.
Oh, pull up on a dime. MP doing work.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Right now, the last section is getting featured. And on your feet. T-shirts are incoming, fans. Make some noise, and we'll send one your way.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at Los Angeles, they're on a roll right now, making their way to the #1 spot.
I think for New York, they have been impressive.
Mike Brown calling timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. On the floor for Brooklyn. Porter Jr. and Clowney in it forward. Dimon out there with Powell. And it's Claxton in at the 5.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Knicks trail by 9. Brunson with it. Brunson brushes off the D.
And you see the aggressiveness and the absolute refusal to be intimidated inside. Jalen Brunson, a big-time finish.
Now Powell, let's loose for 3. Not that time.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
MP! Rebounded by Powell. Brooklyn leading by 7. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Dimon. Just 5 on the clock. Oh! Touches it off the glass.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Dimon. Puts up the tray. Oh, it's off. Now here's Brunson. Now MP. Ball stolen. There's a minute 34 left to play in the fourth. Shoots from 8. Oh, he nailed the jumper.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nailed all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Now Powell. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Nets.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
Claxton up top. There's 49 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. And New York has possession, trailing by 8. Here's Towns. Easy work inside for Towns.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Jalen Brunson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
Jalen Brunson. Second personal foul. Third team foul. Garrett at the line. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
73.
And that's an intentional foul.
New York foul. Jalen Brunson. Third personal. Foul. 4th team foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, you love to see a guy step in nice, calm, cool, and collected and knock the free throws in.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. 23 seconds left in the 4th. All right, guys, what's your take?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
MP outside. This one belongs to Brooklyn. And they get their first win of the NBA Cup, moving them to 1-2 in the group stage.
And it's going to be tough for them to move on to the next stage of the Cup. But a win is a win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everybody.
About to tear the roof off.
Let's go. What's up, MP?
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. 2K Sports presents Thursday night at the NBA. Here we go. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we'll be checking in with Allie LaForest from the sideline moments from now. Well, we're starting to Creek, Clark, towards the midway point of the season. Isn't it amazing how fast this season can go by? You and I look at each other and say, oh, can't believe we're already here.
Well, you know, Kevin, I think it's a function of us getting older, if you will. They say time seems to move faster the older you get, but clearly it's the same for the players as far as how fast the season goes. Opening night happens, and then before you know it, the All-Star game is coming up, and then you get to the backside of that, and it's usually all downhill to the playoffs and beyond.
And here we are in the quarterfinals. MP's very pleased to be here, but he knows the job is not done yet.
Oh, yeah, and MP wants it all. From the start of this competition, he told us he is all in on winning this thing, and he's 3 wins away from reaching that goal.
So the New York starting 5, and the forwards will be Bridges and Hart. Jalen Brunson out there with MP, and it's Towns in at the 5 down low. And the shot goes down.
And you see how Brunson's fine-tuned his playmaking ability. That pass on time and on point.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Here's Richards. The Knicks making the shot. Dunn misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Trying his luck from deep, and that's good. MP for 3. MP's got 5 now.
MP showing you the ability to stop on a dime for that pull-up J.
Dunn, wide open, he fires, and the Bucks miss again.
A 1 for 5 start so far, not what they envisioned coming into this game.
MP banked in off the glass. MP's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that. Wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And good that time.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
And now Allie LaForest has something for us from the sideline.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders and you can almost pull the chair if you remove yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Now, MP. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo from deep. Portis against MP. Clock at 6. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And checking out New York, they're on autopilot right now. They're a middle-of-the-road team that isn't getting any better or worse. And I think they may ride this one out all the way through.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Anunoby subbed in for Josh Hart. And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Making a change here. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. Number 1, the Knicks.
The coaching staff has emphasized the defensive end of the floor, and you can see over the last month they've really improved, doing a great job of keeping their opponents' points down.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Kolek, defended by Prince. Shot by Collins, no good. Bucks trail by 3. To the paint, here's Portis, and it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. He's making some changes here. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, defended by Towns. Back to Richards. And he converts the layup.
And that's an example of playing big. Adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
And New York looking at who they've got. Up front, it's Anunoby at the 4 and Towns at the 5. Jalen Brunson out there with MP. And it's Bridges. Oh!
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. From deep, Brunson drops it in from the arc. Wow!
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
Bucks trail by 6. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Thunder had a nice performance. He ended up with 26 points, and he helped stretch things out with a few three-point buckets. It's the latest entry in what's been a string of fantastic games from him. We'll see just how long he can go, guys.
Allie, we appreciate the update. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Portis, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Portis with it, now guarded by Towns. And again, the Bucks miss.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game. Leading the charge, what a huge quarter for him.
Done outside. Oh, good with the triple.
Dismissed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
Here's Bridges. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Agile and skill. Let Bridges get inside with the rock. He'll find a way to get a bucket.
Richards passes to Giannis. Prince wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 6 assists here tonight.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Brunson kicks to MP. Shoots from 14. Milwaukee with the rebound. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
The foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
Here's Giannis for 3. It's rebounded by Brunson.